In continuation to where we left off yesterday, the priority number two, which is one of the most important aspects of legalization, is to make sure that the medicinal cannabis is made available to the general population. Why is medical cannabis even important, or why is it actually essential to the society? Uh, we have hospitals, we have pharmaceutical industries, we have medical shops, we have plenty of diseases to be taken care of. Yet many of the basic chronic conditions that humanity is suffering from, this exact pharmaceutical company and the hospitals are unable to cure any of these things. Just to give you a small example, one of the major diseases that India is going through, which is actually an epidemic, which is far more worse than what corona was ever like considered to be dangerous in any way or form. Cancer is one of the more deadlier things that is happening in the Indian demographic. Just to give you a brief statistic, the World Health Organization recognizes that there are 25 lakh new cancer patients being registered in this country every single year. That's 25 lakh new cases being registered every single year on top of all of the existing cases. Now, when it comes to cancer, despite of all the available remedies and therapies and fancy names and drugs and hospital setups and diagnostic mechanisms, no one is able to cure cancer. And yet, one of the most important medicine that can actually not just treat the post chemotherapy or post radiation side effects of cancer treatments, that is not what cannabis is all about. The scientists have actually discovered that the compounds, the cannabinoids that are very uniquely present only in the cannabis plant, they have easy receptors and acceptance within our body. And these cannabinoids play a very crucial role when it comes to destroying the cancer cells, destroying the tumors, cutting off all the blood supply towards the cancer tumors and other things, and ultimately resulting in a cancer free state if the person has the high quality extract that can be used for about 90 days under good supervision. Not all cannabis extracts can be used for medicine. It's only the cannabis indica, which is highly concentrated with THC, CBD, CBG, CBN, and plenty of other cannabinoids. So what Rick Simpson, an activist from Canada, he discovered almost 20 years ago was that there is a simple way of making the cannabinoid extract right in the home, which can be converted into a medicinal form and that can be taken from very low doses to high doses without the body feeling any kind of toxicity whatsoever. Now, this is just cancer as a disease, which is just one among the 100 plus diseases that are recognized by medical fraternity internationally. Uh, Now, when it comes to TB, when it comes to autism, when it comes to epilepsy, when it comes to pain management, when it comes to skin diseases, when it comes to muscular diseases, when it comes to neurological diseases, for all of these conditions, cannabis plays a vital and crucial role. Remember, the first priority is to save the planet, because without planet, nothing else exists. And the second most important thing is the human life and the dignity of living in a disease free state. And also, even if it comes to the point of dying, you don't need to take chemicals and synthetic treatments and suffer with more toxicity on your body and more side effects that is going to destroy your vital parts of the body. That is not the way to deal with diseases or disease management or death itself. Cannabinoids are known to completely eradicate pain from the body, and it doesn't have any toxicity. It cannot be lethal to the body, and it works almost wonderfully and magically every single time. This is the reason why, like when the legalization started happening in Europe and in America and many other places across the world, the elderly group of people were one of the best beneficiaries, because all their pains related to the joints or the muscles or the brain conditions or cognitive abilities, they all started feeling the relief of this particular thing. Now, think about this one particular statistics: 25 lakh cancer patients being registered on top of existing patients in this country every single year. When you do the math, 25 lakhs divided by 365, that's the number of cases that are being registered every single day. So today, there are thousands of people being registered. Tomorrow, there are thousands of people being registered. Now, tell me why any government in its right sense wants to keep the safest medicinal plant known to man, some of the most far stretched use throughout the human history, something that has never caused any kind of toxicity or lethal or death from a particular plant, be simply disregarded as a bad drug when it is not even a bad drug, but it is still being disbarred as a bad drug, a narcotic drug, and out of total ignorance on one front and also corruption on another front. So, now this is the reason why the second most important priority for legalization will be the health management for the entire nation. And it's our fundamental right to life. It is written down in our Indian constitution, and any government that comes and takes part in elections or they want to enact any kind of policy or framework to keep the entire country in check, they cannot break the constitutional rights that are being given to us. And it's beyond constitution, it's universal human rights. It's what the nature has given to us and what we have completely outlawed, and what great legalization movement right now is petitioning at the Delhi High Court, which has been happening for about 6 years, and soon leading to final arguments and maybe a judgment in our favor. This is the reason why we are continuing to fight, and will continue to fight till the day the justice is dawned on this nation again. Thank you.